fired up.
What's going on, guys? This is Dylan at Redneck Vapors. I recently got a chance to purchase the new tfv8 Cloud Beast. It's been doing pretty good so far. I just got it a couple days ago, you know. I am running the, what is it called? The V8 T8, the Octo Coil. Don't mind the dog. The Octo Coil that comes pre-installed in it. Everybody knows the regular packaging of the tfv4, tfv8, most all sub tanks now. This is the tfv8 packaging. The Cloud Beast. Got your little authenticity, your barcodes. Not exactly sure what these are truly for. I do like the fact that it's got this that says "Fight for your rights of 8. Donate 10 cents in your name." I would greatly appreciate not donating just 10 cents, but hey, every little bit helps. You open the little packaging. It's a standard Smok box. In here, obviously, would be where your tank would be sitting. I didn't feel like putting it back in the box because I'm vaping on it. As you can see, I'm only at 100 watts. We'll get into the coil in a minute, but I'm only at 100 watts, and it can go up a lot higher than that, and you can see it blowing clouds. What's up? So under that little thing, that styrofoam piece of shit that holds your tank in, you got all your instructions. Everybody knows how to use a tfv4 or tfv8. And here you got your actual authenticity card. Again, that exact same weird barcode scanner thing the box has. I'll find out what that's for. Apparently it's for Apple and Google Play use only. I'm not sure. For all y'all people that have Windows phones, I guess you're screwed. Comes with Japanese organic cotton. It's a nice little bunch of goodies that every tank really always has. O-rings for this tank because it has that top fill method. It has that little grommet that goes in it, or whatever you want to call it. It also comes with a 510 adapter, which we'll get into that here in a minute. I like the wide board drip tip that it comes with. It has pretty decent flavor, has great vapor production, obviously, and in here, that silicone shit that makes your stuff stay fresh. Allen key for the RBA section. Extra tank. Glass, not tank. It'd be cool if it came with 2 tanks, right? This, what is this, a quad? Yeah, quad parallel coil. I don't know if you can see down inside that. It's a quad parallel. Did that airflow in there is just massive. See if we can get that to focus right. Yeah, that bitch is a beast. Haven't used this one yet. Like I said, I've just had that one a couple days. I'm probably gonna switch to this during this video. And then you get into your RBA section. The V8 RBA is what it's called. V8, obviously, by the way, I didn't show y'all the back of this. They're not calling these coils at all. They're calling them hyper engines because all of them kind of look like they have engine parts and engine V8s, and you know, like the little right here, that great little design that has on it. It's kind of cool. So in this RBA section, we've got a pre-install Clapton coil that I believe is supposed to ohm out to 0.15 as well. I believe all of them ohm out to 0.15. So if you are using this, make sure that you're using a very well regulated mod, not anything that's going to be unsafe. Yeah, this one's a 0.15 as well. We'll go ahead and get into the coiling of these, or the hyper engines of these. On this one, the 0.15 quad coil, quad parallel, I might add. If we can possibly see that right there. Well, my laptop sucks. The wattage recommended for it is anywhere from 50 to 180 watts. Now it does include the best wattage is anywhere between 90 and 150. That's ridiculous. But there's more. This one is recommended. It's the octo coil. It has 4 coils on the top and then 4 coils on the bottom that are ran exactly on top of each other like this. It's a 0.15 as well. Recommended wattage 50 to 260 watts. I don't believe that there's anything that actually goes up to 260 watts right now. So looking into the future. Great job, Smok. Best range is 120 to 180. I should say 150, but that juice level kind of threw me off there. But, like I said, it shucks some clouds. And guys, that's like a second and a half a hit. That's not like I'm taking in this huge long drags that, or hits that, you know, I would be burning up cotton on any other thing. Honestly, 90% of the time before I got this, my all-day vape was this little Tesla Tornado. Great flavor, so short, you know. But it's not built for clouds. It's not. It is built for great flavor. Lower wattages, you know, whatever. Anyways, not really going to talk about this. I'll do a video on that later. So, this beast. First of all, let me get this off my mod. That dog was gonna start barking. top fill method, really cool. Everybody's seen the tfv8. The only difference in the tfv8 and this tfv8 is the way that rubber grommet in there is shaped. The tfv8 was perfectly circular, completely perfectly round. This one's kind of a round at the top. I mean, it almost looks like the top of the soda can. You know, it's weird. Yeah, I like it. I like the design. It gives better fill capabilities, I guess you would say. The threadings on this, I've seen reviews of this specific tank, and people always say about the threadings are horrible. You know, the threadings are so fine, yada yada yada. Yes, I understand where people are coming from with their airflow ring, because people like when their airflow ring, you know, locks into place or whatever. Doesn't bother me too much. I just grab right here and unscrew. That's the easiest way to do it to me. You know, take out this coil. I'll show you this hyper engine. That's the octo coil. Like I said, it's got 4 there, and then 4 directly below it. Juicing everywhere. Juice on my damn laptop. Grab it. And I'm back. Yeah. Like I said, you've got 4 right there, 4 directly exactly below it. Looks the exact same. From what I can see in here, they're spaced out coils, which spaced out coils, I haven't really done a standard spaced out coil in so long. All my stuff is micro coils or macro coils. Hell, every once in a while I actually still do a nano coil, just for that great flavor there. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get this quad parallel 0.15 steam engine or hyper engine set off in there. Just screw it in. Now I see what people were talking about with when you're screwing it in, they grab right here and the airflow ring is just to turn. Well, I dropped it. So if you can, just grab right there, not on the damn airflow ring. Just grab right there. Makes it a lot simpler. Today I've been using this juice from Voltage Vapor Shop. The actual line of the juice is called Electric E-Liquid. It's basically their house brand, but it's pretty premium. Shout out to Vaping with Twisted 420 for making this juice. It's called now it's called Twisted Melon. It's a watermelon lemonade. It's a in your face lemonade. Not so much watermelon. I mean, I get the watermelon, but the lemonade is just pushed in your face, and it's amazing. So, shout out to Sloan and Chase, obviously. Chase is the owner of Voltage Vapor Company. Palestine, Texas, Athens, Texas, Jacksonville, Tyler, I believe they've got a location. It's crazy. He's got like 9 shops, all in East Texas. And he's a great guy, great adversary. Get this coil nice and primed in here. Get the juice off my finger. Get it off my base. My base. I said get off my base. So then, just like this. Now, like I said, every review that I've seen over this, the one thing that they bitch about is the threading. That was easy. I don't have to back off the threading to try to put it back on, you know. The threading on this is so buttery smooth that I couldn't even imagine why anybody would bitch about it. So let me get this little bait band back on, and I'll fill it, and we'll sit here and talk for a minute while I'm letting it prime. Like I said, everybody knows that unique little trap door up here on the tfv8, tfv4. And now I'm so excited that they just came out with the tfv8 mini, or baby. And I'm pretty sure that hopefully maybe I'll be allowed to do a video of the tfv8 baby, because it's supposed to be pretty damn good. Now the one thing that I have found with the tfv4 and the tfv8 both, customers of mine bitch because it's leaking. See if you can see that little gap. You see that little gap right there? Yeah. That gap has to be fully closed. So you push down and turn it to 100% fill it. What it does is it creates some pressure, I'm not sure, but it helps from leaking. Helps from gurgling, flooding, you know, all them issues that coincide with each other. Turn off my airflow right here real quick. And by the way, a few little specs on it. With the quad coil, parallel coil, this tank will hold right at 6 mils of juice. With the octo coil, it'll hold right at 5.5, I believe, mils of juice. I don't know why that is at all, and I'm not quite sure why it is that both of these coils say 0.15 on them, on the side of them, and both of them on my mod read 0.18. Not a huge difference, and I know all coils, you know, they'll read a little bit different every once in a while, but it's both of them in that set. Both of them are the ones that come straight out of the package. You know, we don't have extra coils for these right now, as they're like all sold out everywhere apparently. Let me try to get this thing. By the way, I'm also running the Hell's Gate touchscreen 200 watt mod. Touchscreen is pretty badass because on the touchscreen, it scrolls really fast. You're just going to want to make sure that you block it before you vape it. Block the screen at least. That way you make sure that while you're vaping it, your fingers don't actually touch the side of the screen, and you bump it up to 200 watts. Now granted, these coils can handle 200 watts, but not all other coils can. So, 75 watts real quick. Give this a couple little puffs. Make sure that it's not going to burn out real quick. Make sure that it's fully primed real quick. Tell you what, the flavor in that one is so much better. The quad coil versus that octo coil at 75 watts. Bumped it up to right at 100. Hold on. Still getting pretty good clouds. I was at 100 with the other one. Now granted, like I said, this one's not fully saturated, so I'm not going to take it up any higher. You know what, screw it. 120. About 120 is going to be my nice little sweet spot there. It says the best 90 to 150. Try 140. It's got a little hot. Just a little bit. Well, just a little warm. There's that in your face flavor. Yeah, 120 is going to be about my best for as far as flavor. I love my clouds, but I also love my flavor, and I know what my flavor is supposed to taste like. Like I said, I've got Twisted Melon. I vape it all day, every day. It's a phenomenal juice. So, pros and cons of this tank. Pros, up to 6 mils of juice. Really everything that I have to say is going to be subjective. My opinion may not be your opinion, but the reason behind my opinions are a fact. I like the fact that you can take it up to, one of them 260 watts. I like that. You don't ever have to worry about accidentally turning it up too much that you're gonna singe the cotton and you're gonna burn out your coil. Whatever. On your other tanks, it states that you can only have between 30 and 50 watts. Stuff like that. Kudos for Smok for actually pulling out a tank that is going along with all of the innovations that are coming out. We have mods that go up to 250 watts. Why not have a tank that can handle that, right? So, kudos for them to do that. That's the first one that I've actually read that can actually handle 260 watts. I think even my Sense Cyclone is the second best of that. The Sense Cyclone can handle like 150, 160 watts, not 260 watts. So, granted, I'll never take that up to 260 watts. For one, that health gate only goes up to 200 watts. But I've got an RX that I can take 250 watts. I'll probably never try it. I may try it once or twice. That's a lie. Anyways, yeah. Back to the pros and cons. Like I said, pros, it holds a lot of juice. con of that, it eats a lot of juice. Because you're blowing so much clouds, you're putting so much power into it, you're going to go through a lot of juice. A lot of juice. I've had this for like 2 days, then I'm a chain vapor, so it's okay. I've already gone through probably about 60 mils of juice. It eats juice. But that's okay, because you're getting phenomenal flavor out of your juice. It's not like you're tasting your juice. I seen a review on this on YouTube, and I believe it was like Grim Green maybe stated that it was like he was literally taking a bite out of what the juice was supposed to taste like. And I get that. I completely, fully see where he's coming from on that. Because it's phenomenal juice, or phenomenal flavor. I probably put the shittiest juice in here and it actually tastes pretty good. Anyways, rambling. So, cons. I don't really have too many cons, other than, like I said, the fact that it eats good juice. It'll eat through your battery life, because you're having to put so much power. Again, we're going back to because it has to have so much power. You're gonna get about half of the battery life that you would out of the tfv8, or even my Tesla. I probably get about a third of the battery life if I'm using my Tesla Tornado tank. So in comparison, I like it. You may not like it. It may not be your thing. I like huge clouds, and I like in-your-face flavor. Now I will tell you that these coils do kind of even out the harshness of every flavor that I put in it. Because this lemonade is in-your-face lemonade, it does kind of have like a harshness, and it's like 99% VG juice. It's the Loran's lemonade, I believe is what they use for it. Everybody knows Loran's lemonade is kind of a harsh lemonade flavor. So this tank evens it out. It's not as harsh. I use the same juice on a dripper, and it almost chokes me. In this tank, I really haven't had any problems. Maybe waking up early in the morning and going to hit your mod, it'll kind of fill your lungs to where it almost feels like you're gonna choke out. But that's just because you're not used to it as you're sleeping, whatever. All them little problems like that. And that's cool. Yeah, I think that's about it. I've showed you how to coil it, showed you how to prime the coils, showed you the packaging. I showed you. Last thing I want to talk about is the calls of action. Follow CASA, follow Vaping Militia, call your senators, call your congressmen, call everybody that you can that's in any type of power to support 2058, the bill. Yeah, just follow them all. We need to try to protect our rights as vapors and not let the government get in our way of having a better life. So, that being said, I'm ending this, and have a good one.